I work nights in a small traffic control room. 4 monitors, 40 cameras, a pot of coffee that tastes like old coins. I sit alone while the city sleeps and watch roads that look like veins under glass. Most nights are slow. A raccoon crosses an empty ramp. A trucker pulls over to nap. Taillights drift like embers. You breathe with the rhythm of green lights. You forget there are other people. There's a pattern after midnight. Fewer cars, fewer choices. If something strange is going to happen, it happens around 2:40 a.m. I didn't believe that until it did. On the wall, camera 12 covers exit 45. Dead simple. 2 lanes peel off the interstate, curve under a bridge, and spit you into a dark service road. I've driven it 100 times. It's how I go home. At 2:37 a.m., camera 12 glitched. Not a full scramble, just a skip, like a breath caught in a throat. The timestamp froze for half a second, then jumped ahead by 5 minutes. 2:42:13. I tapped the console. It didn't change back. A car rolled into frame from the interstate. Same dented bumper, same missing hubcap, same parking pass on the windshield. It was my car, no question. It took exit 45 and drifted a little wide. My bad alignment does that, and vanished under the bridge. I looked at the clock on the wall. 2:37. Real time. My heart did that small elevator drop. I checked the other cameras, all normal. Only camera 12 showed 2:42. I told myself it was a cached frame, a loop, a prank by the day tech. But the day tech has a newborn and looks like a ghost. He doesn't have prank energy. I stared at my own car on the screen where it shouldn't be yet, and something simple happened inside me. I believed what I saw. At 2:38, my phone buzzed in my pocket. A calendar reminder I don't remember setting. Don't take 45. That's it. No alarm sound, just a polite tap like my phone was embarrassed to ask. I laughed once and it sounded wrong in the room. I stood up. I sat back down. I tried to be a person who ignores weird notes and keeps working. At 2:39, a new shape appeared in camera 12. Under the bridge, where the off-ramp curves, the dark looked thicker than dark. Not a person, not a car, just a taller patch of night, like the shadow of something that wasn't there. The camera auto-adjusted to the low light. The picture breathed, the shadow didn't. I checked the radio. I checked the phone lines. I told myself to log it, but my hand didn't like pens right then. At 2:40, headlights slid into view from the interstate again. Different car this time, a silver sedan. It took exit 45 and passed through the heavy shadow like fog. The taillights bent for a blink like light underwater, then straightened. The sedan came out the other side and kept going. No crash, no stop, nothing. I exhaled and realized I'd been holding my breath. At 2:41, camera 12 flickered back to the correct time for 1 second, 2:41:09, and then jumped forward again to 2:46:20. In that jump, I saw a single frame. My car at a dead stop under the bridge. No hazards, no brake lights, just stopped, like a toy placed by a careful hand. The next instant it was gone. I looked at the wall clock. I looked at the exit on the screen. I thought about the calendar reminder that I didn't set. I thought about the rent due tomorrow and about how small choices are and how big they feel when a camera argues with time. At 2:42, the door behind me clicked. It always stays locked. Tonight it didn't. It opened an inch and breathed out hallway air. I didn't turn around. I stared at camera 12. The door clicked shut again, soft, like it was trying not to bother me. I took my keys. I told myself I was going to the bathroom and not to my car. My mouth said bathroom to the empty room so the lie could be real. The parking lot outside was a bowl of quiet. My car sat under a light. I got in. The seat was cold in the way of metal left under moonlight. I turned the key. The radio came on to static and then tuned itself. A man's voice on AM said the weather. Nothing strange, just the shape of a human voice to make the night less blunt. I drove toward exit 45 because the body will do the wrong thing when it wants to feel normal. 2 minutes to the ramp. Past the closed diner with the blue sign. Past the big empty lot where the carnival sets up in spring. Every landmark looked like a live photo, still and almost moving. As I merged onto the interstate, the radio cut to dead air. No hiss, no station. Just a blank that felt like a decision the world had made. The ramp sign flashed by. Exit 45. I moved to the right lane. My hands sat easy on the wheel. They didn't feel like mine. A truck passed in the fast lane and the shove of air rocked me. It broke whatever had me. I turned my signal off and stayed on the main line. I drove under the exit bridge instead of down it. As I went under, I looked up. You shouldn't look up at bridges when you drive. You look forward. You look at the road. But I looked up. Something was up there. I couldn't see it, but my eyes told my brain there was weight above me. The way a thunderstorm makes the sky feel heavy on your teeth. The way a crowd makes a hallway smaller even if the people are gone. It felt like a hand over a mouth. I drove to exit 46. It's longer. It's fine. The radio came back with a commercial about tires. My phone buzzed again in my pocket. Another note I didn't write. Good. Back at work, I rewound camera 12. The timestamp behaved now. It showed the normal world. Cars took the off-ramp and left. No shadow, no stuck frame, no me. I checked the server logs. No error. The day tech came in at 6 a.m. with a coffee for me and eyes that had only half slept. I asked him if he'd ever seen a camera jump forward. He said cameras hiccup all the time. He said I should go home and sleep. I did. On the way, I passed under the exit 45 bridge. In daylight, it looked like poured concrete and pigeon spikes. Normal. But on one of the support columns, just above my head, someone had scrawled a number with a paint marker. 242. I don't take exit 45 anymore. I don't watch camera 12 if I don't have to. If I'm in the room when it flickers, I look at my hands and name my fingers and breathe until the feeling passes. If you ever see your own car on a live feed when the clock says it's not there yet, don't take that road. Take the long way. Let time be picky without you. Thanks for listening. For more stories like this, tap subscribe. It helps a lot and it's one click. Stay safe out there.